It's a beautiful day here in the Mile High City as we welcome you to Coors Field. Today, a contest from the NL West Division between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Colorado Rockies. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Kyle Freeland, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, when you look up the word dependability in the dictionary, that's what this guy, you'll find a picture of this guy. Career ERA just under 3.5, and that's saying quite a lot in the high-scoring games that we see in baseball going on right now. Real solid pitcher, controls the running game, controls the strike zone, and more importantly, he knows how to get deep into the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. Solid pitcher, and he'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Here comes the first pitch. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
The windup and the 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. Murphy has it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there's your first out of the ball game. With that, the batting order for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matty, I'm excited to watch David Peralta play. This guy was one of 3 Silver Sluggers in the National League for outfielders. He can flat out rake. You get in that category, only 3 guys of all the outfielders in that league, that's pretty impressive.
Now to the plate, Steven Souza. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's had some success, 5 for 11. Here's the first pitch to him. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Digging in now, Eduardo Escobar, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Oh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. Two out, nobody on. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. And now the Rockies will go on offense for the first time. No score. Robbie Ray will be the one towing the rubber for the Diamondbacks. Dan, any thoughts?
Robbie Ray is quietly developing into one of the top left-handed pitchers in the game of baseball. Unfortunately, he gets lost in the shadow because of guys like Clayton Kershaw and Rich Hill. Big arm from Robbie Ray. Not a real big guy, but 95 to 97, good hard slider. His changeup has gotten better, and you'll know if he's on early because you'll see lots of swings and misses. This guy can rack up the strikeouts.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya! So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. And the Rockies are out to a 1-0 lead.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. Lifetime numbers against Robbie Ray. He's got 5 base hits in 17 at-bats. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. First pitch on its way. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Ray has compiled over 600 innings of work in his major league career and sports an ERA right around the major league average at just over 4. Here comes the 0-1. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Story stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted.
Belted high and deep into right center. Looking up is Souza. Boom goes the dynamite. A solo home run here off the bat of Trevor Story as the Rockies have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or if he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. Now a drive out to left center field. And this will get all the way to the wall now. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
When he started this game, giving up 3 extra base hits in the opening frame was not what he had in mind. He could still settle down and turn things around on the mound, but the way it's going right now, this has the makings of a start he's going to want to forget.
Now in the box, Nolan Arenado. And the Rockies trying to hang even more damage on the scoreboard in the opening frame. From the stretch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that is off the wall in right field. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Man, you might see some scrambling between the manager and the pitching coach in this one. That's 4 consecutive knocks, code red.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit.
Well, this doesn't have the makings of a start he's going to be proud of, does it? He's getting absolutely pounded here in the first inning, and I would think they're not going to let this go on for much longer.
Here's Ryan McMahon now as he hits one on a line to left field. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Stepping up to the plate, Ian Desmond. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. First offering on its way. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Yeah, Matt, and I'm not sure how much longer they can leave him out there. Not only is he hurting the team, it's probably doing some damage to his psyche as well.
Striding into the box, number 58, and they're runners at the corners now. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hard liner to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Now a 5-0 lead.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
Ready now, Kyle Freeland. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike one.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya! A two-run blast to straightaway right field as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused. The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning and your entire offense is off and running.
Now the Diamondback skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. And man alive, I thought this moment would never come. He's got to be absolutely shell-shocked after a miserable performance. Number 45 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Number 45.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now.
Charlie.
And now this ball's in the air to deep right field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. Boy, that line drive was a blur off the bat.
Which means it's definitely worth looking at on show track. And how about this for an exit velocity? 116 miles an hour. That's right up there with the fastest we've seen.
Into the box, Trevor Story. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya! Trevor Story with a 2-run shot. His second of the game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Well, we'd be doing you a disservice if we didn't employ show track to show you that home run again. No doubt one of the most impressive long balls we've seen. That ball was screaming off the bat, and the projected distance comes in at over 480 feet. Wow, that's tough to top.
Now
Standing in now, David Dahl.
David.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Now this will rattle up against the wall. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
He's been making it look
Now
real
batting,
easy out there.
third
2
baseman,
at-bats, 2 doubles.
Nolan.
They might want to think about pitching
Arenado.
around him the next time he steps in because he looks locked in for this one.
Here's Nolan Arenado looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya! So a 2-run shot to left center as this lead got even wider. These guys are really putting on a show here. That dinger brings the total up to 5 for the game so far. Amazing stuff today, guys.
Yeah, Matty V. How about this, D-Row? If you come to watch offense, you picked the right game to come and see.
5 bombs from one team.
Daniel.
Everybody in the lineup. They're making fun right now of the guys who don't have a homer in this one.
The batter number 24. Second baseman, Ryan.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Ryan McMahon. He hit a sac fly earlier. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. And this will get all the way out toward the 375 sign now. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And show track tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by.
Stepping in now, Ian Desmond as he lifts it in the air to right field. Souza is there to make the catch, and mercifully the side is finally retired. But not before things change dramatically as they explode for 11 here to really open things up. Second inning upcoming here in Denver. Rockies lead it 11-0. Settling in now, Christian Walker. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by an opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Murphy is there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
All right, guys, so here's how the Colorado Rockies set up defensively. And let me tell you about outfielder Chuck Nasty, Charlie Blackmon. One of the best in the business out there, covering a ton of room in the outfield, gap to gap, with one of the most accurate arms in the game.
Stepping in, David Peralta, a Silver Slugger recipient for National League outfielders a year ago. First offering on its way. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string, throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
The 1-2 is off the plate, up and away. The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike three.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Into the box now, Wilmer Flores. As he'll take a look at ball one. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Counts even at 1-1 to Wilmer Flores. One and two now as that one's fouled off. The 1-2 pitch. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. Bases are empty here with two men out. Pitch on the way. Count still at 1-2.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Fouled off. He'll try again. 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
6 fouls in a row. This is turning into one of those epic at-bats. Who's going to blink first? Is the pitcher going to continue to attack the zone, or is the hitter going to come outside it?
The next 1-2 pitch. And he struck him out. A 10-pitch battle, but he finally wears him down as the inning is over. Diamondbacks down in order. They trail in this one 11-0. So striding forward now, number 58. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for two. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
So with your pitcher due up next, you can either have him bunt, or you can even think about having him show bunt to draw the corners in and then let him swing away. Depends on how much confidence they have in him with the bat in his hands.
In now, Kyle Freeland.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. No one out with a runner at second.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Another 0-2 coming. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Souza going back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Charlie.
And this team's lucky enough to have their Gold Glover play shortstop, the captain of the infield, and the offense knows if the ball's hitting his direction, you could pretty much take the right-hand turn and go back to your dugout. Not only the routine ones, but the highlight reel ones as well.
In now, Charlie Blackmon. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Peralta's under it. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
The shortstop.
Ready to take his hacks again. Trevor Story, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way. Clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago, so now's the time to be aggressive with these hitters. Go right after them and try to get out of this inning with only one run scored.
Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
You see a guy taking swings like this. I think as a pitcher right here, you got to expand the zone even more.
Lifted in the air out to right. Souza is under it, and the inning is over. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll go now to the top of the third. Colorado's out in front, 12-0. Digging in, Nick Ahmed. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
First offering on its way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
The windup and the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. But that'll be off the right field wall. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Talk about starting off the inning with a bang. Goodness. When this thing left the bat, I thought it was out of here. And I think he might have too. Only made it to the warning track, but he glides into second base with a leadoff double.
Into the box, number 45. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1. The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Here's a little chopper up the middle. And that's through into center field, base hit. The runner from second scores as they inch a bit closer.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Carson Kelly.
At the plate, Carson Kelly. He's set. Here it comes. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Nobody out, runner on first. And this is popped up near second base. McMahon shading to his right, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The center fielder, number 4, Ketel Marte.
So digging in now, Ketel Marte. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. One and one to the D-backs leadoff man. 1-1. Here it comes. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this one bounds around against the wall. Around third and being waved on home. And a relay home. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
On the ground to the right side. Murphy showing off his range. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now.
Now
well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Digging in, Eduardo Escobar. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
Marte on third with 2 out. Popped him up. Story is there. And that's the 3rd out. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Rockies 12 and the Diamondbacks 2. Welcome back to Coors Field in Denver as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. They've obviously got a double-digit total in the hits column, but perhaps just as impressive is that they've not struck out a single time today. That's about as rare as it gets in today's sport. So they have a lot to feel good about right now, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
leading off.
Digging in once again, David Dahl. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
In there, a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Standing in now, Nolan Arenado, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. The 0-1 delivery. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya! So a 2-run shot to left center, his second home run of the game, as they just continue to pour it on here.
I'm excited to check the home run numbers that come out on ShowTrack, because that was just one of the most impressive launches we've seen in a good while. And as the numbers come in, that ball was projected to have carried over 460 feet. An amazing show of strength.
Into the box now, Daniel Murphy. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Base is empty here with nobody out. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. Peralta going back, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Number 24, second baseman, Ryan McMahon.
So one away now in the Colorado third, and Ryan McMahon digs in to bat next. First offering on its way. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya! A solo shot down the line in right as the blowout continues.
Well, this is something you don't see every day. It had the distance the second it left the bat, but it was anybody's guess whether it was going to be fair or foul. That is, until it clanked off the top of the foul pole. No question or controversy now. That's an impressive homer.
Stepping in now, Ian Desmond. Hit hard down the left field line, but this is foul near the seats. Three runs already home here. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now that ball is smoked. Carrying to deep left. Boom goes the dynamite. A solo home run that time for Ian Desmond as this lead got even wider. Almost can't believe I'm saying this, but that was the 8th home run of the game for these guys. How about this offensive performance?
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, this is what Coors Field is all about, right? You come here to see runs, and that's what you saw today.
I just like this lineup. They didn't worry. They were going to hit homers regardless, but there's so much green grass out here playing in Denver. You stay on the approach that you're going to stay in the big part of the field. Next thing you know, you're back spinning stuff out of the yard.
The pitcher, number 21, Kyle Freeland.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Kyle Freeland. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First delivery to him on the way. High in the air out towards shallow right. Souza is there, and that ends the inning. So 4 runs in the inning, but of note there was that they came on the strength of 3 home runs. On now to the top of inning number 4. The Rockies are out in front, 16-2. So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona,
for the
Christian
Diamondbacks.
Walker. He'll try
The
and
first
do
baseman,
what he can to work toward
Christian
cutting into this big
Walker.
deficit.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really
The
good
batter,
job of getting him to
number
offer
6.
that one out of the zone, and it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
Into the box, David Peralta. As he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike one.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
I love the aggressive approach at the plate, but if you're not seeing the ball, maybe you have to take a step back. You find yourself with 2 strikes, absolutely battling for your life right now.
And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Wow, talk about being efficient. How about 6 pitches,
Up
2
next for the
strikeouts?
Diamondbacks,
Doesn't get much better
The
than
second
that.
baseman, Wilmer Flores.
Stepping into the box, Wilmer Flores comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A high fastball is in there.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
The windup and the 0-1. Strike 2 taken. A fastball that clips the inside black. 2 runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks, and they remain well behind. Back to the top of the order now, and into bat next, the big-time RBI man, Charlie Blackmon.
Charlie Blackmon.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Trevor Story.
Ready once again, Trevor Story. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line. First delivery to him on the way. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean.
Now
3 for 4.
the
He's
left
looking
fielder,
locked in.
David Dahl.
In now, David Dahl. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field, but not quite enough as it's off the center field wall. And the run will score all the way from first.
Man, I think I've run out of superlatives to talk about their offensive production in this one. Some teams don't score 17 runs in a 4-game set, let alone in one game here. It's been incredible.
Ready to take his hacks again, Nolan Arenado, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and did miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Popped up, Escobar over to his left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The first baseman, number 9, Daniel Murphy.
Ready for another shot now. Daniel Murphy, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat. This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
I'm not sure what else the manager or pitching coach need to see, Matt. He obviously doesn't have his best stuff, and the longer he stays out there, the bigger the hole he digs.
Standing in, Ryan McMahon. Already a home run and a double for him in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Peralta. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Rockies forced to settle for 1. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Rockies lead this one 17-2. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Torey Lovello about the Diamondbacks' offensive production. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Now batting, Nick Ahmed. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB. Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
Here's the pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. High and deep to right center. After it is Blackmon. He's there and records the first out.
The batter, number 45.
Adam Jones will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 10, Adam Jones.
Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Desmond is under it. 2 down.
Now batting, catcher Carson Kelly.
So striding in, Carson Kelly. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're
threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Diamondbacks down in order, and as you can see, they are way behind. Matt Andrees gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Matt Andrees.
Striding in once again, Ian Desmond. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Peralta on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Number 58.
So stepping in, number 58. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First pitch on its way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Now the Diamondbacks get a left-hander up and working in the bullpen. The windup and the 0-1. Yanked hard but foul to the right. 1 out, nobody on. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
And that's a base hit right there on a hanging 2-strike changeup.
And that's one we like to call a hanger right there. You see it high, you let it fly. Nice job by the offensive player.
Standing in now, Kyle Freeland. Lined hard toward right center. Marte arranged to his left and put it away. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
So 2 are gone in the Rockies half of the 5th. And into bat next, the big-time RBI man, Charlie Blackmon. He's set and the pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Colorado, but not to fear as they hold a commanding lead. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ketel Marte. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike taken up in the zone.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Stepping in now, Steven Souza. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Dunk. Racing back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, third baseman, Eduardo Escobar.
So 2 away for the D-backs here in the 6th. And that'll bring up Eduardo Escobar. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
This is the bugaboo on the offensive side. You want to stay in there and work a guy's count and hopefully get into the bullpen. But when you find yourself 0-1 every time, hitting becomes even more difficult.
2 runs, 3 hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks, and they remain well behind.